Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and finally we are taking a first look into the Japanese heavy tanks. So first things first, we are starting everything with a tier 8 because I have played some games on the stream and I think I have a grip on the tank already. The tank overall isn't bad, it has quite a bit of armor. Speaking about the armor, you can play with this tank hold down, it's not so simple. It is not so simple to penetrate this tank, right? Overall, which is a good thing. But what is so weird and what is so well, let's say far away from being awesome, right? The DPM of this tank. To reload 9 seconds in order to do 360 alpha damage, yeah, this is kind of sad and kind of GG, at least in my humble opinion. That is definitely a sad part of all of this. Also, it takes humongous amount of time in order to get a better sniper mode, right? Pretty much Japanese heavy tanks has very interesting function, if you would ask me. And that function is whenever you are reloaded, whenever you are not shooting the gun for some time, pretty much your gun is becoming a sniper schnitzel gun, which is quite interesting feature. I cannot complain about this, right? It is a good thing. I mean, imagine situation. It happened to be that you fired at someone and, you know, you have no shots. So instantly your gun is becoming more accurate. That is great and that is good. But the thing is, this feature and this function is taking 3 days, 3 nights to get it on. I think after reload with this tank, it's taking like extra 5 or 6 seconds, some kind of crazy amount of the time, honestly. At least this is how it feels like, and I believe we can easily count it. So you can see the reticle over there. We loaded now, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much 5 seconds, right? Roughly. That is humongous amount of the time. It truly is, fellas. At least this is how I feel like. But obviously after that you can hit the long range shot. So pretty much if it happens to be that you are waiting until your gun will become significantly more accurate, you are kind of slapping your DPM. This is how it feels like to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. So in the end of the day, you do not want to sacrifice literally all your DPM, right? You just do not want to do that. What you want to do with this vehicle, you want to place somewhere in relatively close range, and if it happen to be that enemies are spotted somewhere in the distance and you have this super accurate feature on, well, then hip hooray. If it happen to be that you do not have it, oh well, what can you do? You know, hashtag never lucky. Meanwhile, we need to run away from here because otherwise it is going to be very sad for us. So we are not sitting here. There is nothing to defend. Our team unfortunately is playing towards the middle, which is okay. You know, we cannot complain about this either, but we need to run, and once again run. Okay, beautiful. We are in position and now we can say hello for the guys who are trying to get involved like this. Now in this situation, whenever we are playing hold down and obviously the distance is not so humongous, this is going to be fine and this is going to be a good experience, at least in my humble opinion, right? This is exactly what we want to do and this is exactly how we want to play the game. Now this Lova is thinking, oh my bananas, I will crush this mother trucker like there is no tomorrow. And you know what? So far his armor lasting very well, but not for a long time. Soon we are going to eliminate him from the game. I mean, I thought with a gold I should be able to penetrate his upper plate without bigger problems whatsoever, but little did I knew. It's okay, relax, take it easy, we are fine, and now you will see this tank struggling a bit. Now you see the tanks like Ron, the tanks which has extremely good rate of fire. I mean, luckily he is stock, right? So we can play the game. they can bully this tank to the maximum just because of the lack of the DPM, right? I believe I can definitely highlight this. So, I do not want to use the DPM. I want to trade, since it happened to be that the guy has absolutely no alpha damage whatsoever. I can trade. In the trading situation, I will definitely win. In other situations, well, that is very much debatable. Anyways, first game is alright. Our team did a very, very, very great job, and I do not really think our Hawk 30, who yelled lost in the first minute of the game, helped for our team motivation, or maybe he did, fellas. Maybe this is how you're motivating the teams nowadays, by saying GG lost and just simply motivating players to play better. How about this? First game, I would say it is alright, and I think I said a lot of information about this vehicle as well, right? Okay, very, very nice. Look at this, 4,000 raw damage. That's absolutely glorious, and this is absolutely amazing. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage. It happened to be that we made a bit of the credits, which is okay, although most of the credits are coming for completing the mission. One more thing to highlight whenever I played with this vehicle, because we are working on a new project on the index page, which is how you are grinding your tank, from stock to top. And the thing is, there is a humongous difference between the guns. For me personally, it felt like the bigger alpha damage gun was a game changer on this vehicle. Where the DPM goes, where the accuracy goes, it just simply felt a bit more accurate, even though dispersion on the paper is the same. I think this is very important thing to say, and also it takes 16 seconds for your gun to cool down. So yeah, now we know. Anyways, round number 2, let's go. Okay, round number 2, Overlord standard battle, tier 6 matchmaking. Okay, in this situation we can definitely be a bit more aggressive, I would say. So, what is the first things first? What do we want to do? I believe I'm going to go into the typical position. Echo 4 is the position where I want to play. At least that's what I believe. Why am I going to play in Echo 4? I think it just should work, I can cover the middle, I can slap someone playing over there, I can turn around and slap someone who is playing like this. If the situation in the beach is horrible, we can always take this position. In other words, we are chilling and we are having a great time. One more thing to highlight about this tank, and what I noticed, and I got a lot of pointers from the stream. Experimental turbo seems to be extremely good on this tank. Skill, why would you say something like this? The thing is, the tank has quite a big bloom, so a bit of the stabilization is always nice and always very much appreciated. And it happened to be that this tank is going backwards extremely slowly. It just feels like the tank which is asking for a turbo, right? This is how it feels like. And experimental turbo can do wonders for some tanks. As an example, Super Conqueror I would use on the experimental turbo, and even experimental hardening to fix the ammo racks and whatnot, right? So I think it is important thing to highlight. Anyways, what do we want to do here? We can clearly see that enemies are pushing upper side, like pushing without even thinking. Very, very, very interesting stuff. Okay, let's see. Can we spot someone over there? Oh, yes, we can. Beautiful. 300 in the face. That's great. And you know what is the worst part of all of this? We are losing the beach in the same time. So pretty much we are losing everything what we can lose, apparently. Definitely not ideal, but you know what? We are not going to give up, and we are going to try to do everything what we physically and possibly can to be successful here. So the first things first, Super Hellcat is going home. Good, Super Hellcat is dead. Excellent. At the moment, we need to think about escaping from here, or do we? Maybe I do not need to think about escaping. Maybe I can take this position and I can hold the enemy forces here. Listen, we have a couple of the sniper schnitzel sitting in this area, right? So if we are going to spot this T-44, Orvaka, or Jack Panzer, I think we still can be extremely successful here. Yeah, I see that our team is losing every and each side. I am very, very well aware of that. And you know what? Happens once in a while, I guess. What can you do? Meanwhile, beautiful assisting damage towards the Sioux, and now we are going to use our high explosives in order to slap the living crap out of him. This is the proper play in my humble opinion. So, let's see. How are you doing this fine day? Beautiful. We should be able to slap him once again and send him back to the garage. This is exactly what I want to see, right? This is exactly what I want to see. Beautiful. Oh, come on. That was very, very unfortunate. It's okay. Not a big deal. Now, let's eliminate this gentleman. He's eliminated. And now let's have some fun. Now we can talk with this tier 6 and we can say, what did you say to me? Oh, what did you say to me? I know. Being bottom tier in the world of tanks can be quite a journey and quite an experience, I'm sorry. And I'm the last survivor of the day. Pretty much I'm dead. It doesn't really matter what I'm going to do. It is just a game over. I don't feel like I played this game horribly, to be completely honest with you. I think sometimes it happens that your team is just simply not good, right? Enemy team did everything better. They won the upper side, they won the lower side, they won literally everything. I did not felt like I want to play in the beach, even though probably we could save it, but what's from that? It would be a game over. So, you know, sometimes we need to accept this. And I want to believe our team score is going to be quite dreadful. Anyways, 2.7 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. Yeah, I mean, not a single guy who did 1000 damage. Okay, we can give benefit of the doubt. T29 did 1000 damage. Rest... It's okay, it happens, better luck next time, right? Meanwhile, we made 20,000 profits. I'm feeling happy about this. I'm telling you, whenever this tank became a top tank, you know, engine, tracks, gun, turret, it just simply feels significantly better tank than while playing with the stock version. So, Skill, what you are saying the stock tanks are not as good as top. I know, right? Crazy. Okay, fellas, last but not least, Type 57 in the tier 8 matchmaking on Almighty Cliff. Let's see what we can do with this beautiful, magnificent bastard. So, what is the goal? The goal is to take this position. D5, at least at first, and after that we will see, do we want to get involved or not so much, you know, because it depends on situations. Is it worth it or not much? Also, I would definitely say that this vehicle is very similar to the Type 63, which is obviously premium counterpart, and I would even probably go as far as to say I enjoy this tank more than Type 63. At least that's what I want to believe, and that's what I believe in, fellas. That's what I believe in. Anyways, let's take a second to aim for this gentleman. Unfortunately, I managed to miss the shot, which is just simply unfortunate, but it happens once in a while, right? And now we can clearly see that there is quite a bit of the enemies who are going to play towards the middle. This is going to be a journey, I can promise you that. This is definitely going to be a journey. Okay, so what do we want to do? I know I could try to make a bit of pressure like this, but I think this is going to be a tiny touch too dangerous. I do not really think I should be that aggressive. Actually, maybe I should. Yes, I'm that aggressive. Listen, our Borat and Krivron, they are slapping the living crap out of this bucket, right? So that is a great stuff and everything. Now, what we can do, we can try to get involved against the Patriot. And Patriot feels like he's sitting very, very well here. And you know what? I do not care about trading because he has lower alpha damage than I do, so I can be a bit more naughty against this gentleman, right? Plus on top of that, my mission is to get involved as much as I physically and possibly can against the gentleman sitting over there as well, right? We just want to be part of the game. Meanwhile, there is Schmutz sniping from the back. How are you doing, Mr. Schmutz? And now we are just going to use this opportunity to slap the living crap out of this gentleman. And you know what? I have a feeling that he isn't even planning to move. He doesn't care, you know? I have a feeling he's just enjoying the view. And you know what? That is okay. That is okay, especially that he is in the enemy team as well, right? That's even better. Okay, meanwhile, Jack Tiger going through the open field. We are going to take a second to hit him. Beautiful. And now we need to figure out what to do with the guys who are trying to make a bit of pressure like this. By the way, quick highlight, I believe you do not even need to highlight this, that enemy team is weaker than our team is. Our team is controlling most of the positions, plus on top of that, if it is not enough, our team is controlling the hill as well. So that is very unfortunate for the enemies, right? I do not really think they are going to be able to do anything in this situation. But you know what? It sounds like their problem, if you know what I mean. Bad aim by me. I cannot complain about this. And you know what I can complain about? I can complain about this Baza 174. I'm going to be a big boy. I will try to make as much pressure as I physically and possibly can here. And I want to get involved here, okay? This is how I am looking into all of this. I just simply want to get involved into this game, and I want to farm as much as I physically and possibly can in this situation. And everything looks relatively alright. Also, after this, I think I am changing the plan a bit, and I'm going to go for Defender. Now, one more thing which I really need to highlight about this tank, and that thing is penetration with a gold 252 is far away from being ideal, okay? It is not the best penetration in the world of tanks, that's for sure, okay? Yeah, I just simply think it is important thing to say. Usually nowadays even mediums have penetration like this. I'm not even talking about the tank destroyers, that usually tank destroyers are having base penetration like this. So that's far away from being ideal, but that's okay, you know, you cannot have it all. You definitely cannot have it all. And all in all, looking into this session and looking how we played the game, what kind of decisions we made and whatnot, I do not really think that we can say it is the worst experience ever. Skill, are you taking one for the team from the are you taking one for the team from the defender? Absolutely yes, I do. 100% I do. Unfortunate that we did not penetrate the last shot, but it happens, you know, what can you do? Either way, what I want to say this tank is not shining in the open field or whenever you are just simply using the DPM because you have no DPM. This tank works fine whenever you are punishing someone, whenever you are setting cooldown, so you are not going to take that much for the team, if any, right? Other than that, it's alright. I think this vehicle is going to be rated in the index page between 3 stars and 4 stars. That's what I want to believe. And the main reason why so, because I think it is alright. And in fact, I want to believe it may be better than Type 63 or whatever the premium counterpart is, right? At least that's what I want to believe. Okay, let's see the score. Loading. And the last battle of today's session was solid 3.5 thousand damage. We got the 3rd class, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. We are second by experience, we are second by the damage, and we got ourselves 49,000 credits, which is very much appreciated, although most of them are coming from completing the mission, right? So overall stats from our performances, very good, okay? 3.4 thousand average damage is very, very, very nice, and I think we played the tank well. Now, if we would check out my experience with this vehicle whenever I grinded the tank from stock, you know, then the stats are looking a bit different, but once again, you cannot judge the tank by playing its stock. It's the same situation like you would look into the Centurion 7/1, right, and you would say, I hate this tank, 230 alpha damage is disgusting. Sure it is, because it is a stock tank, right? It should be dreadful. How otherwise Wargaming will make you to spend your free experience, right? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time together with us, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.